Well, thank you, Jason and Paul, for taking the time to sit down with us today. I'm so excited to have you here and to learn more about your story.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about, take us back to the beginning of the company and really how Le-Vel came to be.
I think the beginning was definitely humbling beginnings. We were passionate about what we believed in and our mission, so to speak, our game plan. We were passionate about being a unique, different company, and we were passionate about doing things differently. We didn't know quite at that time if those different things would work, but we had faith and got started off on our way with it.
One of the unconventional decisions that you made very early on was just in that fundamental structure of the company and choosing to go cloud-based instead of creating a physical headquarters. Tell us a little bit about how you made that decision and what impact that's had on the company's growth.
When you look at a cloud-based, real cloud-based company, what it allows you to do is take the best resumes to add to your overall company. We have people from Virginia, California. Our entire company operates everywhere. It's really interesting to see how they all communicate just online. It's a really neat thing looking back on that and how as new departments have grown, even though they may be all the way across the country, how they're all integrating now versus your typical where they see each other every day. That's been really neat to watch those relationships grow from a staff perspective.
Tell us a little bit about, on the partnership side of things, how have you approached choosing partners and working with partners, and how has that helped the company grow?
I think a philosophy that we've both shared from early on in our career is do what you do best and let someone else do the rest. And our outlook is simply the best. I mean, if we really believe that our model is premium, if we really believe that we are a premium product line and that we're tasked with building this culture and company for our customers and promoters, we're not going to accept anything less than the best. So each time we go out to source a vendor or a partner, you know, we're finding the best that's possibly out there, you know, from the FDA firm that helps us with compliance with our products, from our patent and trademark firms to our partners such as Success Partners, manufacturing vendors, facilities, et cetera. It has to be the most proven company or vendor that we can find in that realm.
So tell me about the Le-Vel customer. Who is the Le-Vel customer, and how has maybe that demographic profile changed?
It's pretty exciting to see how young our demographic is getting, and I think it's also due to we are a full-blown cloud-based social network, and so when they hear these keywords and it's just growing within our culture, you attract that demographic. Our brand exposure is through social media, and who dominates social media? I think it's all walks of life, but we've got a lot of people coming to us because we're cool, we're hip, we're young.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we've kind of changed the status quo. I mean, normally when you think of nutritional supplements, I don't think that's the coolest conversation. And, you know, usually back 5-10 years ago, nutritional supplements, it just always was this baby boomer conversation. And we wanted to be this premium product line, but we wanted to have kind of a Neiman Marcus branding approach to it. And that has helped attract, you know, I mean, our customer ranges so much. I mean, it's, I would say 25 to 55 is the basis of, but that's a big range, you know, that's a lot of people.
I think our name has done a lot for us as well. If you look at on social media, every day your girlfriends say, rise and thrive, or
thriving.
Who's thriving? Day in and day out, our business is growing just with people thriving. They love the product, and we live it and breathe it. It's something that we wake up every morning and take on an empty stomach ourselves. And so that's very different about us. I think that we have really proven that a company can thrive with product conversations only.
You know, if you were to join our company and you were to call all of your friends and say, hey, I want to talk to you about this opportunity, you'd lose almost all of them. Mm-hmm. But luckily, that's not what we do here. If you joined Le-Vel, you'd call your friends and you'd want to share the Thrive experience with them. My energy, check out this product. Have you seen this adhesive foam? Those type of things relate to everybody. No one gets up in the morning looking for a direct sales company, but everybody gets up in the morning looking to feel better, have more energy, manage their weight better, sleep better, and you attract people based on what they're looking for, and that's what the experience is doing.
Tell us about your approach to free product. I know that's a big piece as well.
I think I speak for both of us. We're really passionate about people that if they just have their product for free, they're successful. They love our product. Most people that you and I know, they never think they're going to knock a financial home run, and we didn't want to be that company. We did want to be that one company that said, we want you to trust us. We want you to be a part of our company for free. We want you to sign up and get a free customer account, and when you have two girlfriends that you know that just aren't feeling well, not feeling very well, we're going to let you get your product every single month for free just for referring to customers. And that's why our business has been dominating customer acquisitions versus people seeking an opportunity. That's what a real business is. When you think about the companies you love, if it's Apple, if it's Nike, we've said it for years, companies are built off of customers that are loyal to a product, and we have been one of the most fortunate companies out there.
Yeah, I mean, when we started the company, one of the key elements to us was the word free. And we give the promoter the opportunity to earn free product by getting to customers, but we also give the customer who's not associated with the company, they're just strictly a customer, they can refer to other customers and get free product. And that has been a huge home run. Any company, no matter what product you sell, you have a challenge of people thinking or justifying buying your product. And if you give them an incentive to eliminate that hesitation, that's, beauty in its own.
I'd like to go back. We talked, you've mentioned social a number of times, and so many companies are really wrestling with and trying to figure out how to more effectively tap into the power that exists in social media. Tell us a bit about how you created that strategy, and was it really a strategy from the outset, or is it something that grew organically as the company began?
I would say social media is your validation.
It's your reputation, too. I mean, I think some people think social media is just a communication platform. No, it's the economy. Mm-hmm. It is your business. Your business is circulating in social media, whether you want it to or not.
We're in a different world. And when you think about direct selling, we grew up in an era, as most people watching this video grew up in an era where it was one-on-one communication, or then they kind of evolved into these meetings or what have you. This is the evolution. This is where everything is now, and you have to adapt to it. We just, from the onset, started our business to where we would grow via social media and online, not being back, but moving forward with what's available.
I think something that's been important to us, it's at least what we believe in, is stories, right? Stories sell your company. Mm-hmm. And social media and stories go hand in hand. And you've got to focus what you're pushing out on social media. And it's got to be very balanced, and it's got to be very story heavy. Something that we've been passionate on from the beginning is to not convolute things with a bunch of data. How are you marketing yourself, your story, your product on social media? Are you, bombarding people with data, stats, 10-page studies on some ingredient? Or are you selling what they're looking for? They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for stories. You have their attention for this long, and it's got to be stories that are on social media.
So you went from $100 million in revenue in 2014 and then more than tripled that in 2015. That kind of growth can really be challenging for any business to manage. Wondering if you could share a little bit about what your strategies were for handling that kind of growth.
Our business model has been very friendly to growth. When you think about having, whether it's someone handling any aspect of our company, because we're cloud-based, people have really been hands-on 6 days a week compared to most people showing up Monday through Friday at a particular location. I can go back from beginning to today, all aspects of our company, all operational sides of it, people are working morning, noon, and night. So I don't think it's just when you think about a company and you think about fulfillment, you think about handling finances, it's actually all aspects if they're not running nonstop. And we just have, as a cloud-based company, wherever you live and you operate internally, people are working nonstop.
We've set it up that way too. You know, we scale our staff on different time zones, different hours. So we have staff that continues on through the night while others are in the early morning into lunchtime. But we did it that way because a direct sales company has challenges that continue to pop up no matter what time of day. And so, you know, I don't know if we have all the answers in this business, but what we have done has seemed to work for us.
So you guys have incentive trips that you call getaways. Tell us about those.
Early on, when we were designing the rewards plan, we wanted to have an inverted model where I think a lot of times in direct sales, you see the moon at the top rank, right? You know, these crazy cars, crazy earnings, crazy everything. And well, really to get someone there, it's about the success their team has at lower ranks. And so with our incentive trip, we reward the second level in our company to the third. So that's been our focus, is that lower level to the middle part of the company.
And I'll add one other thing about our getaways. When you have 3,000 people at a getaway, no one knows who is what rank. As we've grown this business and they go on getaways, we do not give any attention or recognition to people. And we love that because everybody just gets to hang out, and you might be having a conversation with someone and you don't even realize what their status is. It's really important to us as a company is that we don't put the spotlight on the top people in the company. We want to put the spotlight on every single person that you meet face to face. And that's what our getaways are really about.
Yeah, we try to put the spotlight on the culture and the movement as a whole, not necessarily someone's rank. And Paul and I try to be real careful to keep us out of it as well. You know, we don't want the story to become too much about us, because it's not. We want it to be about the promoters. We want it to be about the car earners. We want it to be about the trip qualifiers, the customer, the free product. You know, our story is not based around individuals. It's based around a movement.
Well, just in closing, is there a particular lesson learned or a final message that you'd like to share?
You know, I think a lesson learned over time, not necessarily in Le-Vel, but ingrained more through Le-Vel, is just for us and me personally, just the smallest details matter. I mean, everything matters in this business, you know, and that's what we try to do. We're not perfect, but we try to master everything. I mean, from the packaging we use, from the time the box hits their door, the experience they get from customer service, little writing on the website. I mean, we're constantly scrutinizing ourselves, and I think that sometimes what some companies might miss is they feel like some of the little things really don't matter, and everything matters in direct sales.
I think that we are where we are because we have utilized those lessons that we've learned.
Well, thank you both so much. You've been beyond generous with your time today and sharing this story about the company's growth. It'll be so exciting to keep watching through the future. So,
well, thank you for
so
having
much.
us, and to everyone listening there at SPU. We wish we could have been there. And we appreciate what every company is doing in the industry to keep it safe, keep it protected, and keep this path headed in the direction we all want to go.